I should probably learn how to do these things where I don't look the other way to y'all. I don't know. Maybe there's a way to do that. Maybe it's not. If you all know, please let me know. Don't laugh at me for whoever is laughing at me. I can hear you for whenever you watch this. I just wanted to pull some daily affirmations just to put some positive energy out there. I know that a lot of people can, whatever. A lot of people can, sorry, I can't hear my grandma talking. A lot of people can feel the energy of the super moon. And it's got you feeling all kinds of crazy energy. So everybody's doing things more hastily, which is what this guy's doing. He doesn't realize that he's power walking his dog. But the card that came out is walk slowly, ironically. During your break from work, when you're moving from one place to the next, try walking intentionally extra slow. The busier or more stressed out you feel, the slower you walk. Pay attention to what you're walking on and take mental notes on how the walking feels. When you act calmly, your body will calm down. Okay, thank you. Let's go. The next two that you got, I think you all got this one yesterday too. Meditate in the loo, which is in the bathroom, and then thank yourself for what you're good at. Okay, apparently you just keep, that's the energy. Meditate in the loo. When you use the bathroom, leave your thoughts outside. They will be waiting. They will be waiting there when you get back. In the bathroom, take time to breathe, deep breaths, and if possible, close your eyes for a while. When you wash your hands, do it with nice warm water. Wash them thoroughly and let the water flow. If you get in a thought, throw it to the other side of the door and tell it to wait there. During these little repetitive breaks you get from a break in your thoughts, concentrating on the present moments will ease your mind and body. Sorry, I just messed that up. It's probably because like yesterday I had to go. Thank yourself for what you're good at. Write down all the things that you are impeccable at, all the things you heard from your friends, plus all the things that you know that yourself that you are good at. They can be big and meaningful or small and invisible. When you are finished with your list, thank yourself for acquiring and keeping all that skill. Gratefulness adds to positive reactions in our body. It helps keeps you more present and diminishes the feelings of stress. Oh, I'm done with this deck actually. It's crazy that we basically just got the same cards from last night. Yes, okay. Sorry, I don't like the energy on the cards. There. That feels like a lot better. What is being trained? It's the first card that's out. I'll read the messages on the back. When I get the last two cards. Okay. Walk the walk. I was wondering if we were going to get some blue cards with this blue moon and this throat chakra thing. Are y'all keeping any of these? No. Okay. Hi for whoever just joined. I do tarot in our channel. You can feel free to ask a question. It's all free. I'm not asking for anything. And not this card. Keep both cards. Okay. You got all time can be me time and what will happen next. So what is being trained says the connections and pathways in our brains change over the course of our lives based on how we think, what we do, where we are. Scientists call this neuroplasty. In other words, our minds and our brains are constantly being trained. When you cultivate awareness, you can make a choice to have more control over what qualities you keep and develop in yourself. Knowing this, what you do, knowing this, what you do want to train your mind in right now. Oh, it ends on a question. Okay, sorry. That was a little confusing for me. Sorry, I read it like that. Walk the walk. Okay, they're asking me to explain this card. All right. Okay, I think for me, what I'm being explained and how I'm gathering it from it being explained to me, how I can put it in words for you all, is being aware more so of your thoughts, like that meditate in the loo and telling your thoughts to be on the other side of the door, to write down the things that you are good at. I think it's being in a conscious mind to make sure that we are constantly telling ourselves good things. Or this walk slowly, how we keep telling ourselves, I'm sorry, that's the sun. That walk slowly card where we keep telling ourselves that we don't have enough time because we got all time can be me time. You're doing everything so quickly because you feel like you're trying to get back to something. That's everybody. I noticed that's how everybody moves. They're asking people to be kind of like more aware. For whoever just joined in, I do tarot and I channel. If you want to ask a question, it's free. Otherwise, I'm just pulling energy cards for the collective. That's what I do. I do positive affirmations every day. So I think that they're just saying, with knowing what you know about making sure you're training your own thoughts, like how can you be more present? The walk card says physical movement such as running, dancing, or active sports brings us into the moment. When our attention is resting with the body. Hey Jessica, I'm just doing daily positive affirmations. When our attention is resting with the body and the movement is there, less room for agitating thoughts to spin us into worry. Hey, your dad said you gave up on your hair too quick. Just so you know. This restful but dynamic state is available all the time. And the best way to encourage it is to put all your attention... Oh my God, they want me to start the whole card over. Sorry. Physical movements such as running, dancing, or active sports brings us into the moment. When our attention is resting with our body and its movement, there is less room for agitation, thoughts to spin us into worry. When this restful but dynamic state is available all the time, the best way to encourage it is to pull all your attention on how walking feels as you're doing it. Let yourself become the walking and enjoy how connecting and peaceful that experience can be. I do this all the time just because the people in this neighborhood will probably tell you that they think I'm absolutely crazy because I walk, one, at all times of the day, and then two, I dance. Like I put some headphones on and I have my phone in my pocket or whatever I'm carrying, fanny pack or whatever, and I am literally getting it down the street. You would think it's a whole club in my world. I don't know how y'all live y'all's world, and that's really none of my concern. But it's literally what it makes me feel good for the day. However I feel, I literally can just dance it out, leaving it out there. That's just me. The next card was all time can be me time, which goes back to that walk slowly and meditate in the loo. People making sure they're taking time for themselves. You keep saying, well, I'll do this tomorrow because I don't have the time. Yes, you do. I promise you do. Everybody does. Our days are filled with responsibilities and tasks, and it is common to feel that we don't have enough time for ourselves in our overly scheduled lives. You can cultivate me by establishing mindfulness. You can cultivate me time by establishing mindfulness in your body through a steady awareness in your breath and or posture, unlike me that is leaning forward like this. This gives you a superpower of making all time your time, no matter what you're doing. If you're able to stay connected to some aspect of your physical experience, you can be present around the clock. That's very important. And it is really little bitty things, because, like, I don't know who this was leaning like this or reading that card. Okay, that telling me that it's somebody else. But people always ask me, why do I sit straight up? And it's all the time I sit like this, but I guess I'm just, I don't know, aware of my body. The last card that y'all got was what will happen next. Asking what will happen next can be very powerful. Just by inviting the question, we prime our minds to be on the lookout like a cat waiting at a hole for the mouse to come out. With your body relaxed and eyes open, try asking yourself this question carefully. Watch your mind to see what grabs its attention. Where does it move? What is the next thoughts that arise? And what prompted it? That's a heck of a question. I think that it's just saying, think before you do something. Like, just because somebody asked you, what are you doing, or what are you gonna do, or they tell you that you need to do something, doesn't necessarily make it true. I think that if you sit down and think, like, if you really want to do something, for people who are really trying to make a plan to really do something, what is it that you want to do, and how is it that you want to go about doing it? Who do you need to talk in order to make these things happen? How serious are you about making things happen? I know Corona is slowing people down, but, like, there are ways around everything. And to think about it right now, everybody is Zooming, so you ain't trying to get an appointment with somebody should be easy, because half these things is canceled. People don't even know what they're doing. I'm going to pull 3 cards from this, and then that's it. No, that's not it. They want me to pull more cards, and that does not make me happy. They want me to read these cards again, and you all got these cards yesterday, so I don't know why I'm reading these again. My future is glorious. I now live in limitless love, light, and joy. All is well in my world. I express my creativity. My unique and creative talents and abilities flow through me and are expressed in deeply satisfying ways. My creativity is always in demand. I think that literally is going for the people who's asking what will happen next. I do. How are you all? I do tarot, and I channel. Whoever you are, your grandmother is saying hi. The card that came out is, I turn every experience into an opportunity. Each problem has a solution. All experiences are opportunities for me to learn and to grow. I am safe. And that was for you. Okay. Okay, I'm going to try this again because all these just flipped on me. I swear I just got my glasses tightened and I feel like I'm still fooling with them. You are taking this card. Okay. And that card. And that card. Oh, that's it. Ready? First card that you got was, I now create a wonderful new job. I am totally open and receptive to a wonderful new position, using my creative talents and abilities, working for and with people I love in a wonderful location, and earning good money. Well, that's awesome. Second card is, open new doors to life. I rejoice in what I have, and I know that, I'm sorry, I just completely messed it up. I don't even know what, sorry. I rejoice in what I have, and I know that fresh new experiences are always ahead. I greet the new with open arms. I trust life to be wonderful. Life supports me. Life created me to be fulfilled, and I trust life, and life is always there. At every turn, I am safe. Alrighty. I have to pull cards out of this and then I'm finished. Okay. This is the Moonology deck. Those other decks were literally just for positive affirmations. One was the mindfulness cards, and then the other ones are power thought cards. And of course the stressless deck, because that's why we do daily positive affirmations, so people can stress less, right? To tell you how to place and where to place your thoughts. The important ones anyway. To know which ones are the important ones. How and where it affects your body. What you can do to fix it. They keep saying more water, and that's to everybody. Ooh, I didn't like that feeling. Sorry, somebody really tall just showed up. I could feel it. I didn't like it. God, the energy is gaining momentum. Emotions are running high, which I think that we got both of those cards yesterday as well. And just like I said, that's because we got that super blue moon. Beginning of it tonight, the rest of it tomorrow. You should be able to see it tomorrow. So, like I said, everybody can literally feel that energy of the moon. There's no more cards out of this deck. One more card out of this deck. Okay. Oh, sorry. That card is at the bottom of the deck. That's what they kept saying. Shuffle one more time and it'll be at the bottom of the deck. Sorry. The last card was meditate and contemplate. And I think we all know what that means. I think just the same way that they said meditate in the loo, it's the same. I think it's just kind of having a gathering of your thoughts because the energy is running high. They don't want you to go back to old triggers. They want you to be responsible for your thoughts. Mindful for your actions because you want people who are responding and not reacting, especially with the fact that we have the election coming up and all the votes being counted and all that mess for all that stuff. That is another thing. That energy to in itself is gaining momentum, and that is just, what do you call that? In every state. So that in itself is a mess. I think it's being mindful of your thoughts for either way this thing goes. I think everybody is really ready for a fallout either way that it goes, win or lose. But they are saying for everybody to be safe. And literally the card that just stopped out was expect a powerful change. So, that just sounds like good news to me.
Let's go. Leave me alone. I was in a good mood. My father.
What is going on?
He's getting on my nerves. I said I don't want to have this conversation. I was in a good mood. He said I don't care what you want to have. Who do you think you're talking to?
Okay, hold on.